President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to take stock of progress made on the economic recovery and reconstruction plan, as well as the much-needed structural reforms to speed up economic recovery. The local economy is forecast to grow at below 2% this year. Business confidence remains weak, which means job creation prospects are not impressive. The speech should give an indication of policy priorities and the likely expenditure pressures.
The State of the Nation address is that it is supposed to give an indication of what the state of South Africa is, and there's particular focus on the economy in terms of having a look at what has been implemented from economic reforms and whether any of the economic reforms will drive stronger and faster economic growth. Unfortunately, there has not been any sufficient implementation to change the economic outlook for this year, which is widely expected to see economic growth of around 1.9% for 2022. Of course, a lot of that has seen risk from the electricity load shedding side. If we go into a very heavy load shedding cycle, we obviously would see lower economic growth than that.
Amid the concerns of a strained fiscus, there are also concerns of high poverty levels, the rising cost of living and increased dependence on social support, and the calls for a basic income grant are growing louder.
The Black Sash has been advocating that President Cyril Ramaphosa should announce at SONA that the 350 Rand grant is extended and increased to at least the food poverty line, which is currently at 624 Rand. The SOD grant must remain in place until a permanent basic income support for those ages 18 to 59 years with little to no income is phased in, while government works towards a universal basic income.
Youth unemployment, standing at about 60%, will likely also get attention. One expert says attention should be given to equipping young people with the requisite skills and experience for the job market.
There are a lot of educational initiatives, from high school to after-school programs, learnerships, tertiary education, internships, and yet the current job market as it is requiring a level of professional maturity and experience that our young people don't have. Yes, there are initiatives out there that try and bridge this experience gap, but most of these initiatives are one-year programs that even after that 1 year, the learner is still found lacking. So within our educational space, we still are not meeting or bridging the gap from where the learner or young person is and where the jobs currently sit.
It's expected that the president will announce the timelines on the much-anticipated auctioning of spectrum. ICASA has said it would start off the auction process by early March. Experts say if this goes ahead as planned, it would lead to lower data costs and better coverage for consumers.
The long-awaited spectrum auction will eventually go ahead next month, and once allocated, the spectrum will be used for 4G and 5G networks rollout. This will reinforce broadband networks capacity and enable telecoms companies to roll out the equipment more efficiently and to save costs. We also expect network coverage to improve, and the mobile and fixed wireless broadband markets will continue to grow over the next 5 years. This is essentially for 4G and 5G technologies.
The president is expected to also take stock of the continued fight against COVID-19. Claudia Sefakomosi, SABC News, Johannesburg.